Now, this stampede broke out at a Satsang of Bhole Baba, and today now the information trickling in is that the UP administration, rightly so, has cancelled permission that was granted to one of the programs of the self-styled government, which was to be held in Agra tomorrow. The organisers now will have to get permission with a slew of new conditions that have been put forth by the administration. There was supposed to be a massive program that will take place tomorrow in Agra, following the one in Hathras yesterday, but seeing the tragedy that's unfolded and the clear lack of preparations on ground by the organisers who are a part of this Baba's group, the local administration is now denied permission. So the event slated to take place in Agra will not be happening now. Let's take this across to our reporters on the ground. We've got Santosh Sharma joining us live from Mainpuri. Amit Bharadwaj getting us the latest from Hathras. Amit, to you first. We're seeing now a crackdown by the administration. The Baba, the self-styled government himself, hasn't been named in any of the FIRs. There's no case against him, but he remains absconding. His next program also has been called off now.
Right, Akshata, the FIR that has been registered does not mention this so-called godman's name, Narayan Sakar Hari alias Bhole Baba. And the only reasoning behind it that is being given right now is that the FIR has been registered against the organizers. Now, the person who was the main organizer, Madhukar, he has been booked and others have been booked in this particular case as well. But what usually happens in case of this sort is that as the investigation progresses, further names are added in the FIR, and so are these sections of, IPC also added, which has been now converted into BNS. So all that will happen as well. But the big question is as to how he remains absconding even 24 hours after this tragedy, after this disaster unfolding in Hathras. How did he manage to run away and escape in the thin air? He is to be found nowhere right now. So that is a big question on the administration as well, as to why the administration has failed to find him. And there are other questions as well, but the UP government is saying that a probe has been already launched and they will look into the aspect as to whether this is a mishap, an accident, or a full-fledged conspiracy that led to the killing or death of 121 people in this stampede yesterday. And Akshata, what is to be noted out here is that a full-fledged political war is also unfolding right now on the ground.
Yeah.
But I'll get you those visuals as well, which the very spot which actually was supposed to become the safe place for these, followers of Narayan Sakar Hari. This is the field right across the Satsang spot where the stampede started. Many of these people had run to this particular farm in order of feeling that they'll be safer out here. But the women started to fall, and you will look at these slippers, water bottles, bags which are still lying on the fields. And this field which was supposed to become a safer place for them, unfortunately, we don't want to use these words, they ended up becoming the graveyard for nearly 121 people, followers of this self-styled godman, who's still absconding, who's still not been arrested by the administration, and investigation has been launched as well. There are other questions as well, Akshata, which we are continuously asking in India today, is that how come this permission for gathering of 80,000 people was given in the first place to this Narayan Sakar Hari, because the place that is across the highway, and this is also the national highway which was completely choked yesterday. Akshata, you can see the traffic that is moving out here. Yesterday there was no movement possible whatsoever. And on the other side is the place where 2.5 lakh people, way beyond the total capacity,
and this is, from what you're showing us, Amit, this is right on the side of a highway. There's ample space there. But despite that, this kind of a tragedy happened, which tells you about the kind of preparations on ground. I want to bring in Santosh Sharma, who's joining us live from Mainpuri. Santosh, we saw the police at the Mainpuri Ashram of Bhole Baba earlier today. They couldn't find him. He's absconding. And it's been very clear at this point that the organizers of this event, who are obviously part of this godman's team, were also responsible for the lapses, and yet no action against this godman who's known to be very influential.
In legal aspect, we can say the police is not searching this godman. because no FIR has been lodged against this godman, this Baba. And I'm standing right in front of that ashram, which is situated in the Manpuri. And Manpuri police has surrounded from, not from today, even after the incident occurred in the Hathras, the stampede in which 121 person lost their life. And after that time, the Manpuri police is standing from all the 4 gates that is around the ashram. And if we talk about this godman, whether it is absconding, in legal aspect, we can't say that he's absconding, because absconding is declared by the police and absconding is declared by the court. But police is not saying that we are going to hunt, we are on the hunt to search for this godman, this Baba, this Bhole Baba. They say that we are here for the security of the ashram. And yesterday, when after Hathras incident, some people of local community, they said that the Baba arrived here around 2:30 to 3 p.m. in the noon, and after that no one seen this Baba to come out of the ashram. So this is the speculation that someone is Baba is inside this ashram. So the police is outside the ashram, but police is not saying that we are for the Baba here, we are for the security of the ashram. Police officer says
imagine
we have,
that. You know, they're there for security of the ashram. They're protecting this Baba essentially. No questions being asked of him at this point, but it's very, very clear that even from his end, very poor preparations were done on the ground. How are we to set an example if those who organize such bad events aren't cracked down upon? We will continue to track the latest on the story. Thanks very much, Santosh and Amit, for getting us reports from the ground.